This is Queen UD. You're welcome to our today's training. Today I'm quickly going to teach you how to add external extensions to your smartphone so that you can make your videos and your photos of high quality. You can do amazing stuff even with the phone that you have. It doesn't need to be an iPhone. And one of the features I'm going to teach you to add to your smartphone, your Android phone today, is called the open camera. Open camera. I keep telling people, I said you don't need to have everything in the world. You do not need to have a ring light, tripod stand, or even an iPhone before you set out, before you can have quality videos, put out quality videos and photos out there. You just need to start from where you are with whatever thing it is that you have at the moment. So to make this even more easier for you, I'm going to teach you how to add open camera to your smartphone. Open camera. So you go to Play Store. From your smartphone, you go to Play Store and then you simply type open camera. When you type open camera, remember your data connection has to be on. So on my phone here, it is showing that I have already installed the app. So for you that you're just starting, you just click on install and you wait for it to install to your phone, and right after that you click on open. So the moment you open the camera, the moment you've opened the camera, I'm quickly going to walk you down the features. The camera has amazing features. So this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the camera, just the camera in a well-lit room. It's amazing. It has an amazing feature. So quickly, I'm going to show you, this is the zoom button. If you want to zoom in, look at me. You want to zoom in more and more and more and more. This is the zoom button. You can see where I am touching, and here you have the shoot button. Where you have this blue button, you have the shoot button. Right now my camera is on front mode, so to change it I simply use this arrow here. Let me underline the arrow so you can see. I use the arrow here. I use the arrow here to this arrow here. See it here? You just simply touch and it switches. See here, it switches to the back view for you, and this is for photo mode. If you want to go to video mode, simply look at the next smaller shoot button that is there. The next smaller shoot button that is there, nearer to the one that you were using before. So you click there, you click here, you click here, and then it switches. It's still on back view. To change from this, and this is in video mode, to change from this to the front view, you simply use the next the arrow here to go back to your video mode. So for today, I'm going to quickly walk us down the setting. This camera has a great quite a number of settings, amazing features. So I'm just going to teach you how to add the important ones to your phone, and then right after you can go through the settings for yourself and just look at any other one that you can add to your phone depending on your type of phone and depending on the type of video or photo that you want to snap. So first here, one of the first feature that we're going to do, we have here video settings. And the first feature that we're going to make sure that we're adding to our camera is video resolution. Now, depending on your phone, this settings varies depending on your phone. Here, just make sure that it is in full HD. That's 190. That's the highest. Just make sure that it is there, and then you go back. The next, okay, look at this. This says video format. Video format is very, very important. It is very, very essential. I would recommend that you leave it at default, or you choose MPEG 4 H.264 depending on the type of video that you want to create. But most importantly, better still, you can just leave it at default. You go back, and the next thing that we are going to customize here is maximum duration of video. It is very, very important that you set the maximum duration for your video. Otherwise, if you set it at 9 minutes, after 9 minutes it's just going to end. Your video will automatically end. So I would recommend you do unlimited. So that's for maximum duration. Leave it at unlimited. Okay, and that's for that. And another important feature that we'll need to add to our camera is maximum file size of your video. Okay, depending on your photo or your phone storage, yes, the available space on your phone, you can choose any of this megabyte that you like for your video. Do you want 100 MB, 200? The downside of all of this is if you set it to 100 MB, let's say for instance you set it to 100 MB, after your video has reached 100 MB, whether you're done or not, your video will automatically end. So again, I recommend you leave it at default. And then after that, yes, look at this feature, record audio. Very, very important. You would want to enable, make sure that your record audio feature is on, except you just want to be talking and not hear yourself, or you want to do miming or gestures where you don't want to be heard. But if you're recording a video and you want to be heard, you want people to hear what you're saying, you need to make sure that your record audio feature is on. Okay, next we'll go to audio source. You would see that mine is on external mic. That is because I am using an external plugin like earpiece, lapel mic, and all of those things. But if you're just using your inbuilt microphone, that is a microphone that came with your phone, you're not plugging anything to your phone, then you use camcorder. Look at this, you use camcorder. That if you're not plugging anything to your phone, you're not using any earpiece, you're not using anything at all, you just want to use your phone camera the way it is, so you use camcorder. But in a situation where you're using an external camera, an external plugin like earpiece or anything, so you just leave it on. Right now I'm using it, so that is why I have set it to external mic. Okay, we go back to that. And another important feature that we need to add is video bitrate. This feature is very, very important. The video bitrate feature is very, very important, and so we need to add it to our camera to make sure that, okay, look at this. The way this one works is that we have default, and then we have from 100 to 200 Mbps to 200 Mbps. Okay, and so what we are going to do right now, I'm going to show you the right number for you to use. This video bitrate is simply for the quality of your recording and for the size. How quality, when I say quality, do you want high quality, do you want low quality, or do you want medium quality? And how large do you want your video to be or your photo to be? Do you want it to be 100 megabits per second or 200 megabits per second? So remember, the lowest the size, the lowest the quality and size of your video, while the higher the size, the higher the quality of your photo and your video. So normally I would recommend, if you have enough space in your phone, normally I would do 20. I recommend 20. But if you have enough space in your phone, you can go further to maybe 50. But don't go to 100. I've never used 100 before. Don't go to 100. Don't go to 200, except you just want to have large files and you have enough space in your phone, and then you can do all of that. But this 50 gives you very high quality for your photos and your video, so you can leave it at 50. So remember, I said video bitrate, that's for the quality of your recording and for the size. Okay, the next important thing that we're going to do here is video frame rate. This is just like your screen, the rate of your screen, video frame rate. Now for cinema, you know, cinema uses all these larger screens and all of those ones. Cinema people can do, if you want a cinematic view for your video, you can do 24. But if you want normal screen rate for phones, then I recommend that you do 30. So that's why mine is at 30 for now, because I am using normal smartphone screen rate, so I leave it at 30. And then do you enjoy flashing? Okay, remember I said these features are plenty, but I'm just going to walk you down how to add the most important ones to your phone, so that you can arrive at very high quality videos and all of those things. Okay, and after that, the next thing that we're going to do, that's that for video settings. We come here. Okay, look at this feature here. Is very important, camera API. This feature, it's not all the phones that support this feature, so in case you do not find this feature in your phone, do not worry. With all these other features that I have taught you, you can still use this camera and still come up with high quality recordings for your video. But if your phone supports this camera API, I recommend that you turn it on and make sure that you set it to camera 2 API. Mine is already on camera 2 API here. Okay, and that is that for that. The next thing that we're going to do is to look at how there are some features that you just want to add to your screen. Some features you just want to add to your screen just to make it easier for you, so that whenever you want to use that feature, you don't have to come to your settings. So you come here, and then you have on-screen UI placement. Again, these features are plenty, so you just look at the one that you like and you want to add to your screen. The one that I would recommend that you add to your to your screen is show auto white balance. Show auto white balance, it's already on, so yours is going to be like this. So you just simply tick on the box, and bam, it will be added to your phone screen. Show auto exposure is already on, so that's just it. Later you can just go through these settings and see any other one that you would like to be added to your screen. Remember, I'm just to show you the one that is very, very important, that you almost cannot do without, so that you can use this camera effectively. And that's that for that. And okay, that's that for the settings. It has timer. If you want a timer, you can simply click on the timer and set how many seconds. If you're doing personal recordings, you do not have anybody on standby, so you can do timer for yourself and make sure that before it finishes counting, you're ready to start. For now, I'm not setting any timer. So we go back to the main camera. And I am going to switch to the front view right now, because sorry, I'm going to switch to the back view right now, because there are important things that I need to explain and I need you to see it. So to switch back to back view, what do? I simply click on this arrow here, and I have my back view. Now this is how this works. I have the object that I am going to capture, or that I am going to video. Remember, if it is a photo, whatever you're capturing could be yourself. So in this instance, I'm using this to as maybe this is the person that I am going to record with my video. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not just going to come to this camera and just click on the shoot button here and start shooting. No, there are a lot of things that I need to put into place before I come there. And one of the things that I need to do is that I need to set my white balance and my exposure. These two buttons here, look at this one here is for white balance, and this one here is for exposure. And so I need to make sure that I have the normal color temperature. Are you okay with the way this thing is appearing? Are you okay? Do you like it? Will you want it to be more brighter and all of those things? So that's what white balance, exposure, and focus does for us. So to set our white balance and our exposure, I'm simply going to come to look at this place where you have the plus and minus sign. It is already there in auto. I recommend auto, so your screen can just it can just adjust and set all the necessary things for you. But if you want to go manual, you just simply touch on the M. This is the manual mode. This is the manual mode. Okay, let's go back to auto. Let's go back to the camera. Right now we're going back to the camera. We are opening the camera again. We're opening the camera again. It said a serious error occurred. Okay, so you come here, come to this plus and minus sign, and you can choose to increase or decrease. Okay, so whatever you're doing, you will see the where you have these numbers written in yellow. That simply tells you the resolution that you're now on. So I simply increase it. This is for auto. Auto just gives you an in-between balance for your white balance and your exposure and your focus. But remember I said you can go to manual. So this is manual. This manual. In this manual, that means you have to manually increase how bright, your color temperature, how you want your object to appear. You can come to 100, however you want it to appear. Is this okay for you right now? Is this okay? Are you okay with this level of exposure? Do you like it like this? If you don't like it like that, simply go over to 200 and still adjust. It's becoming brighter. 400, we're trying 400 right now. It's coming brighter, and this is 800. So you just manually, Hey guys, welcome to the part 2 of using the open camera. I'm so sorry that my phone did not allow me record this video once and for all. So it was complaining of storage space, but I have to continue this part because it is very, very important, and I'm going to try my best to make it as fast as possible. So I was going to teach us about the white balance, exposure, and focus. So to use the white balance and exposure is simply the color temperature of your video or of your photo. So I said you can use this plus and a minus sign, and that I recommend auto. This one just gives you the right balance and the right exposure for it. It just detects it for you. So look at this. If I bring my hand here, or let's say I just adjust my phone like this, everything is going to change. So in order for this not to happen, I tap on my object that I want to have the short, and then I lock it. I simply lock it. Okay, so let's say I lock my white balance, and then I lock my exposure. So remember, to attain your white balance and your exposure, you simply tap on it. Then for focus, so that do your hand like this, your camera shifts or anything happens, and then you come back and then you're starting all over again. To avoid stories that touches, you simply lock your focus too. And to lock your focus, you come to these 3 dots. You see here, it says lock focus. So if you do your hand like this, you go back, your phone is changing, it's shaking, nothing is changing, it's still the same. And that's because your focus was locked. So when you have achieved all of this, then you are set to start recording with your open camera. Remember, if you want to use the open camera to record, you have to launch the application. You don't open your normal phone camera and expect that you're using the open camera. No, that's why it's there in your phone as a separate application. So you simply open the open camera, you go through all the settings and all of those effects that I have shown you in the video, and then you are set to start recording your video. And that's it. Have an amazing time.